to Talk of the Town. I'm Robin Zimmerman. Luke Gawronski has joined us once again. As you know, he's a certified financial planner with the Barnum Financial Group. And today we're talking about how to maximize your potential when you receive a bonus.
Yes, different aspects of the bonus.
Yes, and this is kind of the time of the year, into February, March, when many companies do give out bonuses. And as you were saying, a lot of folks like, okay, so I'm getting this chunk of money. What do I do with it?
Exactly. First of all, it's good to see you again, Rob.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me here. So I get the questions all the time this year on bonuses. And what do you do with the bonuses? How do you do it? And the first thing I always tell people is you have to have a plan with a bonus, just like you have to have a plan in anything else you do. It's human nature. When we have a goal and a plan, we're more likely to stick to it. But when you come up with that plan for a bonus, make sure that it's something that's very specific, something that you can measure, and something that's realistic, So don't say, I'm gonna save my bonus this year. Right. Say, I'm gonna take 20% of my bonus and put it towards my non-qualified account. I'm gonna take 20% and I'm gonna put it towards that down payment on a house. I'm gonna take 40% and use it for lifestyle. Whatever you wanna split it up, but give yourself clear, specific, measurable goals.
So how do you companies having this bonus structure, how do you really understand how that works, how that happens?
It's a wonderful question because most people don't. So when I sit down with people, because how do you get your bonus? First of all, understand how you earn your bonus. Is it by just the manager and how well he thought you did, or is it by company profits? Is it by personally how well you work for the year? You have to figure out what it is so that you can align your goals to help you maximize your bonus, depending on how it's awarded to you through your company. And then the second thing is, how do they award it? Is it a check with cash? Do they just say, thank you, here's the bonus? Or what's really common nowadays is, do you get stock options? And which kind? Do you get an RSU, which is restricted stock? Do you get an RSA, which is a restricted stock? They're all restricted in some ways.
Okay.
So whether it's a unit or, whatever it is, or is it an ISO, which is an incentive stock, or an NSO, which is a non-qualified. So when you go through all of these and people don't know what they are, right, they're not going to have a good plan for how to use them. And I didn't mean to use all the jargon there, but I just wanted to make a point of, if you don't understand your stock options and how you're getting them, it can lead to a lot of confusion and a lot of tax penalties.
And that's why you need someone like a financial advisor to guide you through this process. And you mentioned the tax strategy. So are taxes automatically taken out?
Depends on how, again, this is where, and again, I'm not an accountant and I'm not a CFP, but you should have us working together with you. Because some are taken out immediately, some are considered income the day you get them. So if you get a check and a bonus, you're gonna get a pretty good tax burden with that if they just hand you a check. Restricted stock units can be taxed immediately when you get them, but ISOs, maybe not. If you get an ISO, depending on how you handle it, you might put off the tax burden. You just have to know what kind you're getting and how to handle the tax burden.
So an emergency fund would be one way to maybe stash the bonus.
It's a really good way, yeah. But if you already have the emergency fund, then it frees you up. So what an emergency fund is, it gives you financial freedom and stability. Okay. And what I mean by that is, you don't want to be looking for that bonus in March to pay your bills. That's not,
okay,
you don't want to be,
strategy.
Because a lot of bonuses change from year to year. So you want to build up that emergency bucket to free yourself to have better goals using your bonus. So everyone knows an emergency bucket, but no one knows how much should it be? How long should you take to build it? This is something that a financial planner will help you do without crippling yourself.
And so, kind of in closing, why is it important to seek advice from a professional like you?
Another good question. I'd say the best way to answer that is to say, I'm in this profession full time. I'm a professional. I'm a certified financial planner. I have trouble keeping up with all the changes and all the regulations and all the products out there. I have a team of people that help me do it. So if I'm in it full time, you as an individual, most people are not going to be able to keep up with everything. So if you work with a CPA whose job is to look back on the year and find you credits and tax breaks, and he's working in tandem with the CFP, a certified financial planner, who more looks forward and shows you what those decisions will be, then you're going to have two professionals that are keeping up with all the tax codes, all the products, all the options you have out there to make the best decision for you.
Good. And thank you for that, Luke Gawronski.
I'm sorry. When you get into taxes, it gets confusing. Yes.
Very much so. So thank you, Luke, for what you do for our community and for your various clients and customers. Again, Luke Gawronski with Barnum Financial Group. Good to see. I'll see you next month.
We'll see you next month.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.